Hi everyone, I'm glad you're here. Thank you very much for joining me. It is Thursday, August 21st, 2025. I want to give a shout out to the generous PayPal donation and to Ginger who purchased me 10 cups of coffee. God bless you guys. Here's an update about Hurricane Erin, downgraded to a Category 2 hurricane with maximum sustained winds of 105 miles an hour. It is moving north-northeast at 17 miles an hour, located about 260 miles east of Cape Hatteras, North Carolina. The high surf advisory and a coastal flood advisory are in effect through Saturday for parts of New England coastline. The high surf alerts extend farther north along the Maine coast to the Canadian border, along eastern Massachusetts and the Cape. The high surf advisory goes into effect this afternoon, Thursday, when the waves are expected to ramp up. The storm's massive size, with tropical storm force winds exceeding as far out as 320 miles, continue to drive life-threatening rip currents and beach erosion along the east coast. It is expected to avoid U.S. landfall, but will pass near Bermuda on August 22nd, tomorrow. Coastal flood warnings for Long Island, southern Queens, and Brooklyn, with 1 to 2.5 feet of inundation expected during high tides. Yeah, you can expect delays for the subway. 1 to 2.5 feet inundation in southern Nassau and eastern Suffolk with beach erosion at Robert Moss State Park. Long Island faces coastal flood warnings from 5 p.m. today to 3 a.m. on Friday for southern Nassau and eastern Suffolk counties with 1 to maybe 2.5 feet of inundation. Tropical storm warnings remain for the Outer Banks from Beaufort Inlet to Duck, with storm surge warnings for Cape Lookout to Duck. There was flooding along Highway 12, between 2 and 4 feet of storm surge, and coastal areas in Brixton and Ocracoke, North Carolina, with 2 to 6 inches of rain causing minor inland flooding. Coastal flood advisories for Martha's Vineyard and Nantucket late tonight and Friday night. Minor flooding in harbors, storm surge of 1 to 1.5 feet. South-facing shores may see beach and dune erosions. North Carolina Outer Banks, the highway known as NC-12, is a lifeline for locals, vacationers, and emergency responders alike. It spans about 150 miles and connects the islands to the Outer Bank, but stretches of it have been destroyed by hurricanes of previous years. I have an image here of Nauset Beach lifeguard. They put up the no swimming flags while other lifeguards work to bring their towers up the beach away from the wind-driven surf churned by Hurricane Erin, far to the north of Cape Cod. The National Weather Service has expanded its high surf advisories and coastal flood advisories for most of New England coastline as Hurricane Erin, although it's still far away from the East Coast, threatens to pound the shoreline with 6 to 20-foot waves and churn up dangerous rip currents in the rough surf. Yeah, stay out of the water. You just don't know. I mean, you could just be up to your ankles and thighs and you lose your footing and get swept out to sea. The highest waves, they're saying, may break along the outer Cape, the islands, and southern Rhode Island. These life-threatening rip currents are going to continue along the East Coast through the weekend, so stay out of the water. Yeah, I pity the people whose house got washed away there. I hope they got good insurance. So what are your thoughts? Thank you again for your support. Please stay safe, and I'll talk to you later. God bless you. Bye.